Hello and welcome to Frostpunk. So my partner asked me to give this game a go. It's a new, I guess, kind of city management game of sorts from the makers of This War of Mine. Hello! Okay. Good to see people in chat. But yeah, my understanding is that this game is not necessarily as focused on like the resource management, etc. of running a city, as much as it is about making some difficult moral choices, like about child labor and things like that. About all I know of the world is that apparently we've entered kind of an ice age of sorts or something, and we're just trying to survive. But I expect that'll be explained as we start the game. So let's give it a go.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Okie doke. Well, if that's an ominous, I don't know what it is. Oh, by the way, before I read this, let me know how the video quality is. I'm not sure I can improve it a lot, but we'll see. Or, well, for the stream, I should say. Recording should be A-okay. Alright, so, let's see, what do we have here? A new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. Okie doke. We have to survive. I did some testing like on just this screen, so I haven't really like played or anything yet. Let's see. What do we have here? Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Okay, so let's hit pause. I did find that control. So our objectives are down here, I guess. Fight the cold, stockpile some coal, 0 of 200, activate the generator. Access the menu up there. This appears to be an accounting of our resources. We have coal, which we have 0 of. We have a little bit of wood, 30. Tiny bit of steel, 10. And then steam cores, a single 1. We have 100 raw food, 0 food rations. That sounds like a problem. And we are on day 1, and it looks like there's some stuff coming up on day 4. The temperature will drop significantly 2 levels. So we're currently at minus 20 Celsius. Which I have to say, it sounds deeply unpleasant. I guess we're now looking at some kind of heat map. The people who are alive are livable. Everything else is chilly. Nowhere is comfortable right now. Oh wow, okay. And beyond chilly, there's cold, very cold, and freezing. Alrighty then. So it does sound like we have a little bit of time to work with here. I guess this is the time of day. People on normal shifts go to work. I guess it's, oh, okay. That's because it's work time. And I guess it's 8:05. Anything else? Economy V. Okay, we're not gaining anything as expected. Requires at least 1 worker for all this stuff. Oh, there's a bunch of coal piles. Generator, 0 a day. We're not consuming any coal. We have no food processing, no health stuff, no housing. Oof. We have 80 homeless citizens. Okay. And we could produce wood crates and steel. Or I guess we could produce wood and steel, something. Oh, okay, I see. So these are sources of wood. There are 4 wood crates about. 3 places of steel wreckage or something like that. Go to building. Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. You need something, you can just kind of click on it and find out. Construction B. I see, okay. And there's kind of like a ring address system. Not adjacent to a street, okay. Presumably I'll learn some more about that. We have 10 medical posts, food, resources. People working here gather resources from nearby coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage, base heating level 1. Oh, okay, I see. Workshop. Lab equipped with everything needed to design stuff. Okay. Health. Okay, treats common ailments, 5 beds. Hunter's hut. They might venture beyond the city to attract their prey in the frozen wasteland. They can produce some raw food for us. And then we have cookhouse, which turns raw food stuffs into like stuff that people actually eat. Okay. Makes sense. And then how many people... Oh, right. We already saw that the tent is a shelter for 10. Because it kind of says it in its name. Don't know what these buttons are. Close construction. Dismantle street. Dismantle building. Okay. Okay, we still have everything. The generator is off currently. Inoperative. Shut down. Steam level 1. Okay. So this doesn't use any coal and it doesn't give us any heat, which makes sense. Overdrive, you need 6 to turn the generator on. Temperature in all heat zones rises by 1 level, but generator stress rises as well. Generator stress level is currently at 0%. The steam level 1 just gives us +1 temp, +2, +3, and then +4. I see. Okay, so like the temperature system is like very abstract for the most part. Okay. Inoperative. RSA heats the circular zone around it and powers all steam hubs connect it to it. If it shuts down, all heat zones disappear after a few hours. I see. Okay, so we have a little bit of time when the generator shuts down. Cool. I feel like I should... actually, before I do that, oh, okay. So that's how you construct a street. That's good to know. What was I want to do? Oh, right. I was going to go to the economy screen because I know that I need to collect coal, and apparently I can just do stuff like this. Okay, so that's what coal looks like. It says there's some wood crates, coal pile, more coal, wood, steel wreckage, a little bit of coal, and then I think this is like another 2 piles of coal. Okay. And how resource depot extends our storage capacity for the chosen resource. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay, and the wood and steel icons are flashing right at the top because we don't have enough of those goods. Okay, so I guess we probably want... Oh, I see. Okay. So I'd really like to position this to maximize the various things that I can gather. Not sure. Green. Okay, so this would give me access to 1 coal pile and 1 whatever that is. What is... I'll cancel that and just find out what the heck this is. Oh, this is a coal deposit rather than a coal pile. Requires at least 1 worker. Okay, the coal deposit we have to be able to mine to begin extraction of coal. Let's see, okay. Frozen trees. Okay, so interesting. If it's something far away, won't it be very cold? Would it be too cold to work there? I'm unsure. So am I. I know nothing. All I know right now is I'm supposed to stockpile some coal. There's at least 1 worker. Okay, I have 50 workers and 15 engineers available. I can switch things on or off. Still chilly. So there's a risk that they'll get ill. Is there coal that seems closer? This looks like it might be closer. What does this do for us? It gives us... Okay. Don't really understand how streets work? Okay. Is there a clock? Is time passing? So there is a clock up here. It's still 8:05. I have the game paused, so time is not passing. Actually, let me first see. I kind of want to, I don't know. This might all be horribly wrong. We'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to try building that there. Oh, okay, and that's not valid because it's not adjacent to a street, but maybe we can fix that. Okay, and that still isn't valid. Let me like exit the building thing. Building is under construction. I need some workers. Street is under construction as well. Okay. Temperature livable, +1 building insulation. So they have very low risk of getting ill. Okay, so I guess let's hit normal game speed now and see what happens here. Do I need to like select the street or something? What does this say? Tutorial summary. Oh, hey. That sounds useful. You can move the camera with your mouse, zoom in and out, rotate. Oh, okay. I can rotate with Q and E. Okay, or I can use the mouse wheel for that. Cool. It looks like people are starting to do stuff down there. Now 8:37. Resources and workforce is a new tutorial that we have. Resource management is crucial to the survival. I guess I should have waited for this to pop up. You need coal to power the generator. Wood and steel are necessary for construction and research. Steam cores are a key part of advanced buildings. Raw food is used to prepare food rations in the cookhouse. Later in the game, more types of resource may appear. Most buildings require you to assign people to work there. Certain buildings only employ engineers and others only employ workers. To assign people to work, click on workplace and use the assignment panel. Aha, okay. Okay. So assign some people there. It's waiting for workers. Like, my guess is that people are kind of, yeah, okay. So people are like building the street now. Can zoom in and see them work. Okay, I know that we can speed time up to some extent here. Let's do that, since at the moment we're basically just waiting for them to finish the street. Okay, now let's move it back to normal game speed. Okay, so building's under construction right now. And it should be done in an hour, so that's pretty quick. Wonder if it's up to code at that speed. Okay, so I have almost no wood or steel. I might actually be in a rough spot because of the way I started this. Oh, we have a tutorial. Okay, now what does this do? Okay. 1.2 an hour. Is this doing anything? 14.4 an hour. Okay, so people are like way more productive in here. We're getting 24 an hour. Okay, so this should take us about 10 hours, which means that we'll be done tomorrow, I think. Oh, right, and I guess the other thing I should do is we need to turn on the generator. Okay, so we did that. Temperatures. Okay, controlling time. You can speed up time by clicking the game speed buttons found to the left side of the temperature at the top of the screen. You can also bind keyboard shortcuts to the game speed buttons in the settings menu, which can be accessed by clicking on the icon in the upper left corner. This game will slow down. The game will slow down to normal speed when something important happens, as well as each day at 5 a.m. I guess. 0500. You can pause the game by pressing the spacebar. That's handy to know. Temperature inside a building depends on the power setting of the generator if the building is in a heat zone. That building's insulation and conditions outside. See, there are 6 temperature levels: comfortable, livable, chilly, cold, very cold, and freezing. Keeping homes and workplaces as warm as possible helps prevent people from getting ill. Some workplaces might become inoperative if the temperature becomes too low. Okay. So I guess we can look at this. Alright, so this is actually comfortable. Discontent, lack of shelter. I see. Okay, so let's go and pause things, I guess. Alrighty. So, oh, okay. And this icon means that we don't have enough of that goodie. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so I guess I should also start gathering some wood. Which I think has to be from the wood crates at this point. Okay. More wood crates. Okay, so I think I like the sound of building a street out this way. Just because there's like a lot more stuff out here. Okay. Oh, no. I don't want that. I want to build a street. Okay, Oh, I don't have enough wood to build the street. Okay, I might be in very bad shape, apparently. I guess we should just try assigning some people to wood crates for now. We have like lots of basic workers available. Okay, so let's just max that out, say. And they're going to be unhappy, I bet, but I really can't help them. We have a new tutorial thing. Construction. Use the construction menu at the bottom of the screen to order the construction or dismantling of buildings and streets. Only people who are not currently at work can build structures. Building inside the heat zone are warmer and provide better living and work conditions. To make best use of heat zone, buildings are placed on a radial grid. All buildings must be connected to the generator by a street in order to function. Okay. Valid placement, invalid placement, conditional placement. Oh, I think it's just explaining the color coding. That green is valid, red is invalid, and yellow is conditional. Okay. I was like, is it supposed to be illustrating the conditions? Because I don't see the difference between them. Okay, people aren't happy. We have 80 homeless folks right now. Okay, it's functioning and whatnot. We're still in day one, but day one is approaching the end, as we can kind of see. Because we know what our business hours are. So this might have been like a gross overinvestment, I don't know. Maybe wood production is more critical to do efficiently. Guess we will find out. Okay. So what this is telling us. Generator is the heart of the city and the only source of heat in this frozen hole. You should turn it on as soon as you stockpile enough coal. Generator heats the circular zone around it, consuming at least 6 units of coal per hour. You can research generator upgrades that raise the heat output, expand the heat zone, and reduce coal usage. I see. Okay. Sounds handy. I see, okay. So right now only places that are like directly adjacent to the generator are okay. No roof overheads. Have at least 2 days. Okay. Business. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We better do something about it. Okay, so I'll promise I will at least build some shelter. I don't think I have the wood production right now. Okay, so I now have like a sub goal to provide shelter for at least some of my citizens. Okay, so I see. I don't actually have the stuff. The clock. Oh yes, they are sleeping outside right now because all I have is this one building which is stockpiles. And it's I produce 60 wood a day and 240 coal per day. How much coal remains here? 441? Wait. Alright. 885. I guess that's remaining or something? Okay, I have maximum people there. Resources, gathering post. Okay, so I might want to put like a gathering post over here, hypothetically. I don't know, I sort of feel like this might be dooming myself, but you know. Okay, we don't have enough wood to actually build all this. Okay, so do I like dismantle this building? Okay, so I get back everything, I guess, since it hasn't really started or what have you. Okay, but we know where we'd like the street to go. Just there, I suppose. Okay, let's unpause. And get out of the menu. Okay, and now free time. People on normal work shifts are free to see to their needs. So I'm going to speed the game up a bunch just to get us through the night. Oh dear, they're all going to be upset again, aren't they? Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree with everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so we're about to enter day 2. I kind of expect that this is a blurry mess down here on the stream. I have 80 people in total, as I understand it. Illness and healthcare. Sickness. Number of people sick and gravely ill. Okay, I guess it's the lower number. The sick can be treated safely. The gravely ill can receive radical treatment. At medical posts, care house, the gravely ill and amputees living in care houses get half rations. The gravely ill can be cared safely in an infirmary. Okay. Cold homes or workplaces could cause people to get sick without proper care. They could become gravely ill and might die. The sick can be treated in medical posts, but the gravely ill need an infirmary to be treated. Until you build one, you can save their lives by signing one of 2 laws. The radical treatment law allows you to treat the gravely ill medical outposts, but some of them will be left as amputees. The sustained life law allows you to keep the gravely ill alive, but untreated in medical posts or care houses indefinitely. Okay. Alright, so we have 1 person sick right now. But we kind of expect this to get worse, of course. Oh, you think the game naturally speeds up at night? I guess it speeds up some, but I'm impatient. And so we're like burning through our coal. Okay, that's actually really scary. Okay, we're still in free time. Whoops. Oh. At least we're alive. Not everyone's so lucky. That's darn right, Mark. We're doing fine, all things considered. Day-night cycle. Okay. Say wakes up about 0600. People have some free time until the work shift appears at 0800 unless there's construction work to do. After they finish their shift at 1800, they are free to help with construction again, which can keep them up well past midnight. Extend the 10-hour work shift if you sign certain laws. Okay. Okay, there's a shift time switch. So we have extended and emergency shift options. Okay. What's all this about? Critical shortage. The number of sick people is rising. We don't have enough materials to build medical posts. Perhaps a short burst of effort could help us gather the necessary resources. I could open the Book of Walls to help us with this problem, but I shall attempt to refrain for now. Perhaps stupidly. Yeah, just want to get to be about 0800 before we unpause. Okay. Alright. Okay, and now I want to go ahead and build that. Oh, we don't actually have the wood yet for the gathering post. Need 15 wood, and that will consume the last of our steel. We have 3 people sick now.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Cute. Okay, so people are starting their work. I'm watching this very closely. $13, okay. Might speed things up a little bit. 14, alright, 15. Oh, and like, I guess it auto pauses when you're placing a building. That's nice. Okay, so this maximizes the amount of stuff that we have access to from this building. Alright, and now my goal basically is, yes, I know we're out of wood at the moment. Okay, so we have about 1 hour left. Alright. Okay, less than an hour, so it'll be done shortly. What does the gathering post do? My understanding is that the gathering post will gather resources from these surrounding places. Okay, so I've paused everything. And furthermore, people working at gathering posts are like much more efficient than... Actually, I probably want to leave people assigned to the wood crates because wood is so precious right now. I don't have a lot of engineers available, but... Okay, so my understanding is that this should like maximize our resource extraction speeds. Which I guess we can pull up the economy panel and see, hopefully? During our... Okay, so we're getting 244 coal a day, and we're losing 144 a day. We're not getting raw food. We are consuming 80 food a day. Oh my, so that's another timer that's ticking away. Yeah, let me pause and just pull up construction and see. What do we need for health? Okay, just 25 wood. Alright, this is all rather scary. Oh, right, and we can turn on the heat overlay. So yeah, people who are actually working in this building proper are A-okay. Well, the poor solids I've assigned to extract stuff from the crates are going to be chilly and at risk. Okay, so now I'm past, I think, what I'm thinking of as the most immediate danger. I'm going to unassign people from there. And have them build a medical post. Okay. Where's our economy? Oops. I want steel and wood management. Plus 33 a day. Okay, so I definitely need to leave people assigned to the wood place. And steel, we're only getting a little bit. I think that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to just risk that people get sick. Just as another tutorial popped up. Oh wait, what? I already read this about the day-night cycle? Okay. Okay, that's gonna take a while. I can click on individual people and they have names. Ooh. Gets personal, I see. $21. I mostly went to get some steel piled up for building like fancier stuff, you know? There's at least one worker. Okay, I can assign someone to this place. Cool. Alrighty. Workforce. Some buildings, such as medical posts or the workshop, require intense mental labor from the people employed there, and as such can only be staffed by engineers. Oh really? Workers only provide manual labor. Children can't be employed at all initially. You can check your workforce distribution by clicking on the icon in the bottom right corner. I see. Aha, okay. Alright, so like everyone's... Uh-huh. Okay, so we now actually have like 22 wood, so I think we can start building some tents around these parts. Because I need to provide 40 housing for 40 people? Okay, I'm still short, of course, on wood for even more stuff. Alright. And like my big fear right now basically is, let me rotate this back to roughly where it was before. Okay, anyway, so my big fear is actually about this day when it gets much colder out. Because I want to make sure that I have some options. Okay. The workday is over and we only have 8 wood. That's a little unfortunate. Have a new tutorial maybe? Same old tutorial? Okay. Tree being treated, 0 in palliative care. 80 homeless still. Hope, no recent changes. Book of Laws. Take a look at it. Adaptation. Find ways to battle hunger, sickness, and apathy. Okay. I see. So this is kind of like our tech tree of sorts. Okay. Soup or food additives. What does soup do? We can cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw food. Hope will fall slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. Eating soup will cause discontent. New recipe soup available in cookhouses. I see. Food additives. We can add sawdust to meals to make them more filling, although not exactly tasty or healthy. Okay. New recipe sawdust meal available in cookhouse. Hope falls slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. Some people eating sawdust meals will fall ill. I see. Okay. Okay, radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill from invasive surgery to amputations. Gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. About 30% of gravely ill treated will be left as amputees. Discontent will rise slightly. Okay, we have sustained life. We can't cure the gravely ill, but we can at least keep them alive. We won't risk dangerous amputations with radical treatment. I see, okay. I guess you have to choose one side or the other here. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. Okay, the gravely ill will be kept alive. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. The gravely ill will not be treated and remain a burden. The gravely ill will take up beds in medical posts. Okay, cemetery. We'll establish a burial ground so we can lay our dead to rest with dignity and respect. Introducing this law, another one can be passed. Okay. I guess this is like the next law thing, yeah. Okay, is on all of these things. We'll keep dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. Snowy pit, no risk of diseases from unburied bodies. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. Ah, you'll have to dig a snow pit. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. Whereas a cemetery, hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease. Each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. Have to establish a cemetery. Cool. Child labor safe jobs. There aren't enough hands to do all the work. Will allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses or hothouses. Children can work in safe workplaces. Hope will fall slightly. Child workers can be injured in accidents. Oof. Or child shelters. Children will be safer than if they stay in child shelters during the day, and they won't cause any mischief. Hope will rise, providing all children with a place in child shelter gives a permanent hope bonus. You'll have to build a child shelter. I see, okay. Let's see. So emergency shift as an option. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else or die. You'll force workers in any facility to work for the next 24 hours. Using the emergency shift will raise discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. You find the arena, nothing relieves tension than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. Evening bouts will reduce discontent. You have to build a fighting arena. It actually sounds really useful. Okay. Let's go and grab emergency shift for the moment.
New law. A new law has passed.
Okay, discontent's gone up a bit. Okay, I see it's also going up because of controversial law. Okay, I still don't have a tent. Okay, right, because we're basically just waiting until the morning now. Oh, okay. Make sure that this is all good. We have not set a research goal because I haven't figured out research. Okay, building abilities. Oh, okay, maybe this explains it. Oh, we have research and building abilities to read about. Okay, research. Boost research speed by building several workshops. One workshop can do 100%. We have 130, 150, 160. So definitely diminishing returns there. Research is grouped in tiers. You have to research a tier upgrade before you can start researching technology in that tier. Researching each topic costs resources and takes time. I see, okay. Okay, building abilities. You've unlocked a new ability by signing a law. Building abilities can affect society in many ways. Each has a cooldown and many also a cost. Find out more about giving ability in the buildings panel. Unlock by signing new laws. You can unlock the abilities of some buildings. Okay. Alright, so our ability to pass laws is on cooldown now. Okay. Time is chugging along at a normal rate right now. Oh, no. Actually, I don't want to build a street. Stockpile some coal. I don't have a lot of time left on the provide shelter thing. Oh, we have about a day's worth of coal. That's good to know. 4 people are being treated, 0 on palliative care. We still have 60 homeless. Unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to speed up through the morning, I think, at least. So, oh no, people are falling ill. Oh right, we didn't sign a research goal. Is comfortable, +2 building insulation, +1 from the heat zone. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a moment because Oh, add new research. Okay. I was like, I need to figure out this UI thing. Alright, heating, we have steam hub. Steam powered by generator. These contraptions create additional smaller heat zones around them. Each active steam hub consumes 3 coal per hour. It costs 20 steel to construct. Or we have heaters. Heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. And this requires 10 wood. Okay, that takes 7 hours. Research, also 7 hours. Oh, this is 10 wood to research. I see, okay. So steam hubs sound like they'll be way more efficient when we actually have multiple places. So generator power upgrade and generator range upgrade. Okay, so this takes 8 hours to research and consumes 50 wood. Alright, so let's get started on heaters. Oh, we don't have enough wood for that yet. Okay. Alright, Alright, so the plan is basically to wait until work hours start.
The work shift starts.
Okay, I think it's popping this open because I have like a workshop with people assigned to it, but no one's actually doing anything there yet. Okay, now we go. Okay, now we can pause. Okay, now let's research heaters. So I have 2 people sick, or 5 people are being treated? Okay. Ooh, this is tense. Okay. So basically, like, researching heaters, I think, will require most of the day's effort. Okay, what's going on over here? Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. Okay. Don't even know what that means. Okay, so we still have only the building abilities tutorial. Oh, the technology tree is like a new thing. Okay, I'm running very well on time indeed. Okay, so we better scramble building some tents for folks. Okay, so we're going to throw all of our wood into tents. We only promised to provide housing for 50. Oh no, the wood crates are depleted. Wow. There's certainly lack of shelter activity going to go build. Okay, so they should still be getting crates from over there. Okay, so tents are in general, like, in good shape, I guess. Ah, food and hunger. Efficiency, 15 raw food per day. Two food rations per thing. Oh, okay, I see. So these lets us get new food. So people are hungry or starving. Cookhouse prepares meal for people. It produces 2 food rations from 1 unit of raw food. Raw food is provided by hunters and hot houses and is sometimes found by scouts during their exploration. When there are no food rations to be had, people start eating raw food. Oh, I see. Okay. And presumably raw food is like 1-to-1 rather than 2-to-1. I see. And then we'll also need to gather raw food. So we're currently on pause. That's good news. There's food. Cookhouse. We need 20 woods. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Okay, so we have a new little goal thing. Okay. And let's see. There we go. Okay, we have enough. For us to make a cookhouse. Okay, yep, I know we're out of wood. Thank you. Shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone feels relieved with a roof, even a flapping one over their head. Okay, what's this? Resources shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact a law that allows to extend working hours, open the book of walls, or not now. Let's open the book of walls, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go assign extended shift for now.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Okay. Alright, so this is the scary part. Temperature is about to go down. Heaters researched. Heaters to heat workplaces during work hours. Heaters off. Okay. Do you have access to mines yet? Okay, no. Alright, let's look at the technology tree. Huh. Oh, and the costs increase, of course. Exploration industry beacon. I'll just build a beacon. Send scouts to search for the wilderness for goods and survivors and bring them to our city. Lookouts will also spot incoming groups of people. We can get more people. I'm not sure if I should be relieved or alarmed. Faster gathering. Blame bear tools and methods. Oh, okay, so this is how we get coal thumper, sawmill, and steelworks. Coal thumper. By pumping pressurized water into underground coal deposits, the coal thumper washes the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile of up to 560 coal per standard workday, enough for 2 gathering posts. Okay, that's a little interesting. Sawmill. Frozen trees into usable material. Producing up to 80 wood per standard workday. Steelworks extracts iron ore from deep deposits and processes it to provide up to 40 steel per standard workday. Oh, coal mining. Does like level 1 allows us to access all tier 1 technologies? Okay. Okay. Oh, I haven't set research goal. Oh, mostly because I don't have the wood for it. Steel wreckage depleted. Okay, well, that's alarming. Ooh, I'm so scared. And the good news, I guess, is that I do have some steel stockpiled. But it's almost the end of this day, and I haven't gotten food yet. We currently have, like, people, sick at the moment, and the temperature's going to drop tomorrow. Okay. Those are coal piles. Where's, wood, I guess? Wood crates. So we know there's some over here. Let's try clicking this one. Wait, what? Okay, what about these wood crates? Those are also wood crates. Okay, I feel like it's like reordering things or something. Okay, and this is the wood crates I'm currently harvesting from with this one outpost, which is looking like kind of iffy at the moment. I think I'm most concerned right now about wood, so I'm going to start this research. Okay, someone's sick. Gravely wounded. Made it all the way to day 3. Anything new in tutorial? Okay, no. I'm like trying to think while the game's been on about what our next problem is. But clearly we need wood. Is there other stuff that we need? Or these buildings just wood? Just wood. Okay, good, good, good.
Workday ends.
Okay.
It's off time.
People have some free time. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so we still have a bunch of homeless people. I think I need to like order these people to work. Very hard indeed. Sleeping outside, Captain, some of our people are protesting against the lack of housing. Last night was not the first they had to spend outside. They want you to see to their needs immediately. One day, 15. Oh yeah, I'm only going to provide them with some form of shelter, honestly. Okay, because I need tent. Okay, so would like the places that you position streets are important. Temperature of the city is constantly changing. Pay close attention to the forecast for the next 5 days. As shown to the right of the temperature at the top of the screen, the thermometer indicates the direction of the temperature change. Hover the mouse over it for details. When it gets colder outside, the temperature inside buildings will drop as well. Buildings differ in the amount of protection that they offer from the cold. See all factors affecting temperature in a building. Hover the mouse over the thermometer in its icon panel. Yeah. Okay, we're out of wood. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you. Okay, and more people are going to go hungry well into tomorrow. I'll probably need to turn on heaters, considering like how cold it's going to be out. But we can wait for it to actually drop, I guess. Alright, I'm like, where is the wood coming from? I forgot that I ordered these people to work 24 hours a day. Hope and discontent. People's needs when they are not fulfilled. Discontent rises. Walls. Each wall affects the moods of your society. To read the description before you sign it. Buildings. By building certain facilities, you can raise hope and lower discontent. Okay, there are any abilities in the game that can affect these. Can also change due to random events and the death of your people. Wonderful. Oh, and there's another tutorial. Oh, okay, no. I read about the weather changes, I think. But I didn't read about hope and discontent. Okay. How many folks are still homeless? Okay. So, what? Oh no, there's like a weird little wedge here that of space I can't use, it seems. Or, oh, maybe there's actually, I think there's tents underneath there. I thought I built the tents like next to each other. Okay, so the next building I presumably want to build is Hunter's Hut, but I might actually want to make a small detour over to hereabouts. How much does... Gathering post is 15 and 5. Okay. And this is 40 and 20? Wow, that's expensive. Fortunately, don't need it, but... So that's 15 and 5. Alright, so we want to look into... Probably want to build a street out about here or so. Oh, I bet these are the places where the, like, things that can extract resources operate. Don't even know what that icon is. Okay, I'm like 98% certain I want to build a gathering post out this way. Oh, you can actually kind of do it freely? But I expect that this is like the most efficient thing to do. Okay. Oh, and this tents, or whatever this is, did not quite get done. Who's still homeless? person has been without food for some time. Okay, everyone is hungry right now. Okay. Very good. So I've already paid for the street, so I should actually be able to start building the gathering post like pretty soon. Okay, it's conditional because the street is under construction. That's fine. I just want to commit the wood and whatnot. 'Cause I don't think... Okay, steel wreckage. All that sounds cool. Okay, steel wreckage, but also 2 piles of wood crate stuff. Alright, now this place is definitely instrumental to my life right now. I expect I'll also want steam cores or whatever, like fairly soonish. But research just stopped because of the time of day. I was like, why is it stopped? Oh. I think recall... I think it's this, right? This lets us see like where people are and whatnot. Okay, so right now children cannot work. But we have 15 of them. Should we choose to wield them? Shelter problems fulfilled. Yay! We still have 10 homeless people. Okay. Looks like they're done building the street. Okay, now they're actually starting on building this place. That's good. Because my expectation is that soon I'll need to raise the temp.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Okay, turn on heaters. Yeah, I hope you don't freeze to death either. Crates depleted.
Move. Time to get to work.
No gatherable resources. What did I do? Dismantle? Yeah. Alright, and that building is being dismantled. Okay, cool. That should allow us to reclaim some wood. Alright, I should click the heat overlay fidgy-widginess. Okay, I turned on the heater. I almost forgot to do that entirely. Oh right. Such a space cadet. I should put some people to work here. Okay, 10 people are still homeless. So we want to build, I don't know, a tent somewhere. I guess you could say that this is an intense game. I'll see myself out. Okay. Well, we could be assigning laws. So we've done all the stuff that we can in terms of shifts. Okay, I'm a little afraid because...
Hear me. city.
Okay. Fighting arenas. 20 wood and 10 steel. Oh, I see. Okay, this affects like part of the population based on its... I see, okay. Based on its placement. A some tense game, yes. I still have some homeless folks. Though I'm working on that, I am. Really. Trust me. Yeah, I'm definitely happy that I'm playing this after I figured out like my heating situation while I'm streaming. Because if you remember when I was back when I was streaming Kona, so I turn off like my heater while I'm streaming because it has a lot of background noise. So as you might remember, when I was streaming Kona, I had a lot of trouble with the temperature actually dropping in my apartment while I was streaming the game. Okay. Okay, so I have no raw food, but I have like kind of a decent pile of food ration, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. But yeah, anyway, about Kona, so the temperature is dropping. Okay, yes. I guess we can make, like, send people home, basically. Sawmills research. Okay, great. Add more research. I think right now we really need to learn about steam hubs. Okay. And okay, so we're getting like a good amount of wood now again, for at least the moment. That's neat. I also noticed that my FPS is actually a little low. We go actually tweak graphic settings super quick. Because I think we can do that, and we'll see what that does to the frames. Might actually do nothing at all. Okay. Well, anyway, something to tweak when I'm not streaming. I did some testing earlier and things seem fine, but that's also before I had like any buildings. So I didn't want to like, you know, play the game before I streamed it. 22 people are still hungry. Well, there's food for them to eat, that's for sure. Okay. But every place is chilly right now. I see. This is why we really want those steam things. Because then I could like heat clusters of buildings over here, presumably much more efficiently. Okay, actually, so I've paused the game because I want to get a slightly better understanding of like how I've arranged my tents and whatnot. So it looks like we have a bunch of tents over here. Okay, so maybe we can toss up a fighting place. But I'm also really afraid to spend wood on fighting. Okay, alright, time is chugging along. I'm going to just rotate this back.
Workday ends. It's off time.
Not that really matters, but I'm trying to keep things relatively in the same place. We still have our wood and to a lesser extent steel gathering stuff happening over here. Coal's getting picked up from this area, which actually these coal deposits are starting to run rather low. So probably the next thing I want to research would be whatever lets me mine stuff. Okay, people are eating food, that's good, I guess. actually relate to food, we probably do want to go and slap down the hunter's hut. I see some of these buildings are like kind of deeper. And differing widths and whatnot. All very inconvenient, I'm sure. Okay, yes, I know there's no one employed there because we don't actually have any raw food for them at the moment. Hunters. Under extreme circumstances, the generator can be put into overdrive. This will increase the heat it provides, but also put the generator under stress. Keep an eye on the stress gauge. I see, I see. Reaches 100%, the generator will explode, which I imagine is a game over condition. Yeah, I'm sure my choices are different. Actually, let me go ahead and check on the stream health then. Because there might be a problem, you know, on my end or Twitch's end. Twitch is pretending to be okay. Let me check my stuff. My stuff seems to be okay. Okay. So, actually, this seems like a reasonable place for me to go ahead and pause briefly. I'm going to try like tweak some stuff. And I'll be back in a bit. The stream will still be up, and I'll also be monitoring chat and whatnot. I'm just going to take a couple minutes to, you know, get some beverage, etc., etc. Yeah, so I'll be back shortly with more Frostpunk.